Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Vikings going up against the Buccaneers.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, here's Simeon. And that is caught by our Darius Stewart. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. They'll fake it. Now Simeon. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A swing pass caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line. Field, those guys made that play possible.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Let's go! And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Back to throw, Simeon. And he's able to find Diggs. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A give. This is Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Simeon. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first down throw for Prescott. Now he'll escape to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jayon Brown coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Prescott to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. To throw on second is Simeon. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. 15 yards there for number 15.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 17-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. They run the counter with Cook, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Simeon now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Out of the gun, Simeon. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down, Prescott. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard, right near the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now out comes Minnesota. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
No, Jack, Patriot! Now let's go! Blue,
To throw is Simeon. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Shift together here from the D-line. Simeon on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A second down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Prescott on first down. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. A good pickup there, a 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But we tend to give those running backs a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now a play fake here on first down. Try to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And a give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They run it again with Cook. Room here to run. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. That got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
The
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No, Jack, Patriot. All right, here we go.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
No, Jack. Here we go. Detroit.
On second down, Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So it'll be first down here after the run. A first throw for the backup Palmer. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again. Palmer. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Palmer now to throw on third down. He's going to fire one, and this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And he He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Now it's Palmer. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. On first down, it's Palmer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Bucs trying on fourth down but come up empty. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now McKinnon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So now it's first and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So the D-line's going to spread out. Going to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 3rd down. It's Gray, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team...